God, man, what a glorious sound that is to hear. It's such an iconic sound when this game spins up and you just hear that eerie, creepy music coming right through your TV, just blowing you right away. It's unlike any other type of sound effects you hear in Call of Duty games. World at War is a very special and unique game for the Call of Duty franchise. I always call it the redheaded stepchild of the series because it's always just been off in its own kind of world on its own, not really fitting in anywhere else with any of the other titles in the series. It's a special game, it's very unique, and it's very intense compared to what you get now in Call of Duty, and it's got a cult-like following. You know, I know some people in particular that even watch this channel. I know that World at War is their favorite Call of Duty game, and it's got a lot of people who are hardcore World at War fans. They look back on those days fondly, with very, very fond memories. The game is also backwards compatible on the Xbox One. It's a fantastic game, it's a unique game, it's a very, very gritty and in-your-face game, and you could play it anywhere from either console if you're on Xbox. When you put all these facts next to each other, it seriously begs the question, how in the hell are there only 80 people in the playlists of World at War? 80, man, 80 people, not even 100 damn people. You've jerked off more times in the last 2 months than there are amount of people playing in World at War on the playlist right now. Maybe if you're one of those younger guys, even the last month. That's fucked up, man. That's not right. That is just a disservice. It's disrespectful to Call of Duty World at War. This game sold well over 15 million copies, and that seriously begs the question, how can this game possibly be so dead at this point? I don't know. Now, these were the numbers I saw last time I logged in. I do play on the Xbox, so this is even worse because it's not even like it's on the PS3. It's only one platform. The Xbox has backwards compatibility, so that's everybody playing on the Xbox One and the original Xbox 360 version. That's sad, man. That's just really, really sad. And really, the only way I could describe it is that World at War is very, very sick and it's on life support, and it may be time to pull the plug on this fucking game. It's sick. It's got no player base. It's not healthy at all. It's got modders and hackers all over the place, even on the console versions. It's hard to matchmake. It's hard to find a decent connection. Good luck trying to get host, man. If you're waiting to get host, have a good time with that. That's all I gotta say. And it's just a very, very sick game, man. I feel like the player count is continuing to drop. Once it hit backwards compatibility, it had like 5,000 people on. But the last time I logged in before this recent time was maybe a couple of months before, and I saw like 1,200 people on. Now it's down to 700. 80 of those 700 are actually playing the game. The rest must just be sitting in their living rooms fingering their assholes. I don't know why those people just have the game running in the background. But anyway, it's not in a good condition. It's dying. It's sick with no players. It's not healthy. It's got modders and hackers. It's literally like watching my fucking dog die of cancer all over again. After a certain point, you gotta just say to your family, it's best if we put him down, put him out of its misery. This is pathetic. It's inhuman to try to keep this thing alive at this point. So that brings me to the question, why the hell is Activision keeping this thing alive? I mean, how much money could World at War really be generating right now, right? It's an old game. There's no microtransactions whatsoever. The only thing they have for that game is the map packs, which they force on you every time you try to play, by the way. If you guys have ever seen this message, these DLC maps will just come up out of nowhere and then you'll get thrown into the game and they'll say, sorry, you don't own the maps. Like, what the fuck is that, dude? Who's buying World at War maps in 2019, yo? Take that shit out. If you buy the DLC maps to this game in this day and age, man, you are fucking borderline. You're just... All right, I almost said the R word. I'm not going to say that, but you're fucking stupid, okay? If you buy those, you're just dumb. You wasted your money. You played yourself. So we could go on the assumption and say, ain't nobody buying that shit. So how many people are really buying copies of World at War still? I mean, Activision just has to be keeping those servers running at a loss, man. There's no way that the sales from that game are covering the server costs. They got to be operating at a loss, and if there's one thing I know about Activision, and you guys know about Activision, they don't like losses. They don't like to lose money, right? This we know. So I don't know, man. Lately, I've just been trying to stockpile as much World at War gameplay as I possibly can because God only knows when I won't be able to actually capture gameplay anymore. It might be sooner than I think. I don't know. I hope not. But at this point, if I'm Activision, man, and I'm seeing these numbers and it's just dwindling and it's pathetic and sad like this, and we're wasting money keeping the servers up, why the hell am I going to continue to do that? That decision is probably going to have to be made soon, man. I mean, I think World at War, out of all the modern Call of Duties, like from COD 4 onward, I think World at War will be the first one to get shut down. There's definitely more people playing COD 4. There are most definitely more people playing MW2 and MW3, and freaking Black Ops 1 is going to live forever at this rate. Those games have a long way to go until anybody starts thinking about shutting those servers off, but at World at War, man, on console, it's not looking good at all. So I want to know, if anybody is watching this video that has World at War on PS3, pop it in real quick. Let us know what the player count is like on there, because I only play on Xbox. I don't own a PlayStation, but I'm curious. I would guess the player count's probably 300 to 400 on PS3, if that. Now, interestingly enough, I will leave you with this. This is actually quite interesting. So if you go on Steam Charts for you non-PC gamers out there, Steam Charts is a tool that tells you the concurrent player count at any point in time of players playing a particular game and what the 24-hour peak is, and you could actually see some trends going up and down. World at War, believe it or not, has almost 1,000 people playing it. When I checked, it was 902 people, and the 24-hour peak was over 1,000. Considering that the all-time peak of the game on Steam was 4,700, that's still 22% of that high player base still playing the game, which is pretty, it's pretty remarkable at this point. I was not expecting that at all. So maybe the reason why this game is still going on consoles is because it's so popular on PC. It's way more popular on PC than it is on consoles, that's for sure. I know that there is a lot of modding and a lot more fun stuff to do on PC, and I know Zombies is a huge hit. This is the game that started Zombies, so maybe a lot of people are playing that. I don't know. But I decided to pop this game in the other day, and I just saw the low player count, and I figured I had to make a video about this, and I want to know in the comments right now, when is the last time you played World at War? And if you have it on PS3, what's the player count? I'm genuinely curious about this. Now, I think if the multiplayers for COD 2 and COD 3 are still going alive and strong on console, then maybe World at War still has a little bit of time left. But on the other hand, World at War also is in a whole separate category of those games, and maybe Activision figures that those couple thousand people are better shoveled into the games with microtransactions so they could keep squeezing all that cash out of you. But that's pretty much it for the video, dudes. If you're planning on playing World at War ever again, or at least anytime soon, I'd probably go do it pretty soon. There have been no official announcements. This is my own speculation, but man, it's just not looking good right now. So that glorious sound that you heard in the beginning of the video, if you want to hear it again, I'd try to hear it sooner rather than later. Anyway, guys, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more awesome, amazing content just like this. If you have not already, turn on your notifications, blah, 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 so that when a video goes live, you can be a part of the buzz. And make sure to follow me on Twitter. Link is down below. And I will see you dudes in the next video. Love you, bye.